welcome back to my channel. I am back today with a video about this whole Jussie Smollett and R.Kelly situation. Kind of want to give my thoughts and do a quick rundown of what's going on with that. I have not been filming the past week because I have been sick. I got food poisoning. My husband and I got food poisoning. We were down for a few days earlier this week. So I'm back today, and let's go ahead and get into it without any further ado. So Jussie Smollett is the brother of Jussie Smollett, and he's also currently Jamal Lyons on Empire, a show that airs on Fox. It stars Taraji P. Henson and Terrence Howard. And if you've been living on the rock and you haven't heard about this story, then I don't know where you've been, because it's been everywhere, okay? It's taken over social media. The memes have been endless, and it's been a hilarious mess. One of the things that has happened here recently is that he was arrested on a felony charge for basically lying about this attack. It's reported that it has been staged. He hired these two Nigerian men to attack him, all for publicity, to make his profile higher, and so that he can negotiate a higher salary for each episode of Empire. I want to talk about the implications of this as far as the LGBT community and the Black community, and how my thoughts on whether this really affects it. So I heard a lot of people saying that he set the gay community back, he set the Black community back. Nobody's gonna believe us if something were to happen like this for real. My thoughts on that is he did not set us back. People lie all the time. People lie all the time. People lie to the cops all the time. It's part of the reason why people are in prison, because they lie to the cops. So I'm not saying by any means that this was okay and that it was right, because he wasted police resources, especially in Chicago where there's so much crime, and those resources need to be used for people who are really, in need. I do think he should, pay the consequences for his actions, but I also think people are coming out a little hard on him simply because he's gonna get the punishment, y'all. Like, he's gonna get his punishment. We done cracked jokes about him. The memes, like I said, have been hilarious, and he's gonna get his comeuppance. As far as like I said, if it's setting back the gay community or the Black community, I just don't think it is, because they have to investigate every claim of violence. Just if I were to go outside and get attacked right now, they still have got to investigate it. They're not gonna not investigate it. They'll probably, they can do a piss poor job of investigating and put it at the bottom of the list, but they still have to legally investigate something. So while I think he did himself a disjustice or disservice, he has effectively ruined his career. That's going to be his punishment, on top of whatever legal ramifications of his actions are. He is not going to have a career. No, who's going to hire him after this? Like, not for anything legit. He may get a show, like a appearance on like a reality show or something like that, but he's not going to get any legit appearances. I read that the cast of Empire is pissed at him, for exaggerating this. And the truth of the matter is, we still don't 100% know if he is lying or if he's telling the truth. It really does look like he's lying. He swears he's not. These Nigerian men that he hired, it's looking like he hired them, and I think they said $3,500 is what he paid them. And allegedly he did this for, like I said earlier, to negotiate a higher salary. He's currently making $20,000 per episode versus his counterparts, who are making probably the most on the show. Terrence Howard and Taraji P. Henson are making $175,000 per episode. And I don't think that's ridiculous. He is the smaller star or actor. I've never seen Jussie in anything other than Empire. So for him to be thinking he's supposed to get this higher salary when he's not that recognizable is a little bit ridiculous to me. $20,000 per episode is not bad. You know how many actors would love to get $20,000 per episode? If there's 16 episodes in a season, what is that? I can't do math in my head, y'all. It's a good amount of money for him to live. Plus any residuals if they start re-airing the season, you know, after it goes off the air. And then all the other appearances and stuff that he's done to outside of that show that has made him a little bit more marketable. You know, like I know he has like a mixtape, or he had like a couple songs on iTunes, so it's there. I'm not part of the LGBTQ community, but I don't think it dims their light. I don't think it's put a bad light on them, because like I said, people of all races and backgrounds lie. We all know cases of white people who have lied about seeing black people commit crimes. We know about the famous Emmett Till case where the white lady said that he was whistling at her, and he got beat and dragged. And we all, if you're a black person, even if you're not black and you're white, you know how detrimental that is to our history. And it speaks about, you know, black people historically being falsely accused. I think it paints Jussie in a negative light. I don't feel that it paints black people or gay people to a negative light. Like I said, people lie. It is what it is. We found out he lied, or it's looking like he lied. They have to deal with that on a case-by-case basis. I did hear that his character was removed from the last 2 episodes of Empire, and they have suspended him. I really wonder what, like, I know Taraji and Terrence Howard have been pretty mum about it, but I really want to know what she thinks, you know, when, like, really know what she thinks, her and Terrence Howard, because, you know, they have spent a lot of time with this guy. I guess my question for Jussie would be, why? Like, there are plenty of things you could have done to up your profile and make you more recognizable. There's plenty of other things you could have done for attention. But faking an attack, and I remember like my best friend, he texted me and said that he was Jussie was like on life support or something that he had read that he was on life support, and it turns out it was like, I mean, the picture was like a couple of scratches on him. He wasn't beaten to a bludgeon, and that was one of the indications that the story was not, you know, adding up. And his story, when I watched the GMA interview, it seemed like something was a bit off, and yeah, it was a bit off. And some of those things that he mentioned was just not, it didn't make any sense, y'all. So if you haven't seen the GMA interview, I'm going to link it in the description box. Go watch that. Get yourself together, bro. Like, you didn't have to do this. You didn't have to do this. Don't really know why you did it, but attention, I guess. We live in an age where everybody wants attention. Moving on to the R.Kelly situation. Just want to spend a few minutes talking about that. As we all know, there was the documentary Surviving R.Kelly that aired on Lifetime probably about a month or so ago. I watched the first 3 parts. I didn't get to catch the 4th part. I think that's where they were like trying to get the girls out of the facility or the house where they were with R.Kelly. If you're one of those people who think that R.Kelly should not be in prison, I mean, you're not gonna like what I have to say. So let me back up. If you don't know, that he's been arrested for 10 counts of aggravated criminal abuse. His victims, there's 4 victims, and they're ranging from age 13 to 16. This was apparently something that some videos or something that they found from back at 2009 and 2010. So each charge carries up to 3 to 7 years in prison. That's a lot of time. And they arrested him the other night, and R. Kelly's 52. That was the other thing. I was like, I thought R. Kelly was a little bit older than that, but Michael Avenatti is the victim's lawyer, which I just think that's interesting. My thoughts about R. Kelly being arrested and him being charged, it's overdue. It's definitely overdue, but for some reason I feel like he's gonna finagle out of this and not do any time and get off for this the same way he got off for the tape situation where, you know, back in like 2006 or something like that was. I feel like he should be put in prison. He should. But I think the damage has already been done. I mean, this man is 50 something years old. He's been raping and manipulating underage girls for what, 2 or 3 decades now? The damage has been done. While I do still think he does need to be, you know, punished for his crimes. I mean, what about all these women that are already dealing with the residuals of his behavior? I don't understand why all of a sudden now they're able to charge him with something and they're taking this stuff seriously. It's only because of the documentary. Now he's got a big target on his back, and he really should have just kept a low profile. I know he was doing shows and stuff like that. He should have just kept a low profile, and I think that would have been in his favor, to just maybe chill out and stop doing some of the stuff that he's doing and let those girls go and just kind of being under the radar. Again, I think it's a day late and a dollar short, but hey, I guess if for the victims, this is important to them, and I completely understand. I support the victims and I believe them. I'm not one of those people who think we should just blindly believe everybody. If something in the milk ain't clean, then we need to address that and get all the facts. Same way I was talking about this whole Jussie situation. Anyway, let me know you guys' thoughts about these two situations. What do you think about Jussie Smollett? Do you think that he's lying? Why do you think that he's lying? I mean, I don't understand it. Do you think that he's hurting, you know, the gay community and the black community? That these lies have hurt us? Also, what are your thoughts about R. Kelly? You know, do you think it's a day late, dollar short? Or do you think, hey, I mean, you do the crime, you gotta do the time? Let me know what you guys think down below, and I will catch up with you guys on another video. I'm probably gonna do another video here in a second. But let me know you guys' thoughts. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys next time.